Memorial Stadium. The fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Thanks, Howie. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bunch formation for these receivers. Arch is going to throw for it. The short hands, it's Townsend. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And great tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Finds his tight end. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Manning to the air again. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and they're in touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So
makes a grab and room to run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Barry. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. LSU will get a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Green. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. There's a crease. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw, it's Levin. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here comes the heat. Turning it on. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Touchdown, Tigers! Makes the grab inbounds!
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Arts to throw. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's open on the right. There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. inside. It's Barry. There he goes. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Barry. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Under fire. Buying some time. On the move at the 30. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. From inside the 15, here's the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Quarterback making checks. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Bringing the heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Arch Madness. Snagged in the middle. It's Townsend. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on first down from the 30. Dropping back, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
We thought this guy might be a big weapon here and a big part of what the offense was going to try to do. And you've seen now, early in this game, they're going to him a lot. That's already his 5th catch. Defense can't cover him. He's such a big target, and you know this quarterback's going to keep looking his way.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? With the catch, it's Wingo. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's Manning to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Texas!
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Brown.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. That's caught. It's Durham. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be?
Booster! Freeze! Bubba! Q! Go!
Manning throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Running inside, it's Barry. Still on his feet at the 35. He's loose on the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Throwing Manning. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
To throw, Manning. Gets open down the middle. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
What a big 3rd down stop for this defense. Man, they're in field goal range. What do? You push them out of range by getting pressure on the quarterback, and most importantly, getting that fast guy on the ground. He can make plays. He can get outside the pocket. Nice discipline, nice structure by this defense, and possibly taking points off the scoreboard.
The Longhorns come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down.
Sweet. Booster. Freeze. Bubba. Slot. Ready, go.
4th down, Manning. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn.
And it's picked off for the 3rd.